Yo, what's going on, guys? Your boy Uj. Of course, we are back again once again with another product review, and you guessed it, our friends at Hori sent us something that I didn't even know that they had. And honestly, it kind of comes at a good time because I've been streaming a lot, as you may have known, and I usually come on stream right after I hit the gym, and that means right after I'm out of the shower. And usually my hair is wet. Right now it's dry because it's the following day and it's all like, you know, crazed out and anything. But we're not here to talk about my hair. We're actually talking about this. It's their brand new headset that's, I guess, not really a headset, it's a neck set. Oh, this is a 3D surround gaming neck set. Now it says that it is for the Xbox Series X and S. Usually when it comes to peripherals like this, as long as you have like a 3.5mm audio jack or audio cable, whatever you want to call it, it'll work on just about anything, and that's kind of what we're gonna do. So let's get right into it. Okay. Oh, it flips open on the side. It's not actually on the top. Oh, okay. There we go. Nice. Okay. Packaging is simple enough. We're gonna see what's in here really quick, but this is it. Nothing underneath. And I imagine that it would go a little something like this. Now what's kind of crazy is that if you know you're someone like me who has long hair, you might not even see it. It's very hidden. It doesn't look like I'm wearing headphones at all. Obviously it's a neck set. It's not a headset, it's a neck set. Something I'm not even used to saying because I didn't even think these things existed. I have, you know, it's funny, I have seen people wear something similar to this in the past, but you don't really see it too often. So I'm just gonna kind of leave it here for the review. So here is a USB-C. I like that. They're very modernized. That's good, Hori. Shout outs. To a regular USB. So this will most likely end up, I don't know if this is gonna be what charges it, but we're gonna find out. I haven't read any of the directions or anything like that yet. This is a raw review, keeping it as real as possible. Here is the 3.5mm jack that I was actually talking about. So I'm wondering if you even need this to be plugged in at all times for it to be powered. I think you do. Just off of what I remember reading immediately what this thing was about on the back of the box. Let me look at it. If we're going off what it says on the back, simply connect to your controller and play. So this is definitely modernized for how the consoles are nowadays. I don't even think the Switch Pro controller has that. It don't. Yeah, so this is definitely for the Xbox and PlayStation 5, and most like, and you could definitely use it on the PS4 and Xbox One, I would imagine, because like I said, that's the controllers do have this end on them, so you can easily mute and adjust the volume on the board over here. I might have to still have my hair out of the way for stuff like this. Okay, I feel some knobs. Okay, yeah, here we go. This is the button right here. Nice. Okay, it does feel really light. Like I don't really feel like I have anything on me right now, but I just have to make sure that if I am gonna be pressing anything, that I have my hair out of the way, because it's just chilling. But I wonder, like, since I was already mentioning that I usually come out of the shower and I stream, I hope that the wetness of my hair doesn't damage anything on here. The 3.5mm jack is going to be going into this front part, which is where the mute button is. So you can obviously use this as your means to chat with other teammates if you're playing a game like that, or if you're like in a party chat. And then the USB-C end goes right next to it. There's a port right next to it. Oh, so this is like around 3 feet. I want to take a guess at, and that goes right in there. So then you have the power button right there, and you have a mode switch button right there, and the volume control is right on this side. So it's not like it's not a dial, but it's more like you want it up, you hit the knob, and you want it down, you hit the knob. Mute button, if I missed out on that, the mute button's right there. And then the speakers are actually right in here, so you're gonna be hearing it very close up. So what I'm gonna test it on, because I have my switch on immediately, and the way my setup is, all I have to do is essentially unplug where my Astros are plugged into, which is the mixer, the mix amp, which is then plugged into my Go XLR. But ultimately why I'm bringing this up is because I have all of my consoles hooked in via all of this contraption, right? And I can then use something like this to hear essentially everything that I'd want. This and that is actually, they're both plugged into my computer, so I can use them as regular PC headset, neckset. Gotta get used to that. All right, so now I'm wired up. Now this is the thing that's gonna probably be a pain because I'm pretty sure this needs to be plugged in at all times. Before I try this out, I'm gonna read to you some Q's and A's so that way we can get some of your questions that you might already have out of the way, and that way I can actually have a better idea of exactly what I'm getting myself into. So, why do I need to charge the Neckset if it is wired? The Neckset is equipped with a battery that helps drive the sound and power the sound drivers so you can enjoy bass boost or FPS mode pending the game you are playing. Okay, so that is actually something I do remember checking out, was that bass boost is, let me see, bass boost mode is for rich and balanced game audio, and then the FPS mode is to heighten even the faintest of noises to quickly detect the location of enemies and game sound. So if I'm going to be playing something like Halo or even Fortnite, I can't believe I'm saying that. If I wasn't playing any shooters or any games that I really need to hear like the intricacies, I actually, you know what, I'd probably leave it on just for something like Smash, because fighting games, you kind of tend to have to pay attention to some of the audio cues as well. So I'm gonna leave it on FPS mode. Question number 2, are these made for just gaming? No, you can use these for telework, Discord, voice chat, watching movies, and more. The Neckset is compatible with most devices with 3.5mm audio jack. I said that. What are the benefits of using this Neckset? The strain on some people's head and pressure on the ears are 2 reasons why using the Neckset is an advantage. With a more relaxed head and less pressure, your gaming experience should be less stressful. Another benefit is being able to concentrate on your game without missing out on things that may be happening around you, whether it's your significant other telling you to take out the trash or if your kids are asking you for a snack while you're gaming. You know what, that's actually a really good thing to include as far as like a selling point, because I can tell you right now, there's a lot of times where I'm literally waiting on Uber to bring me my food, and sometimes I don't hear the door knocking unless they're like banging on it so hard to the point where I feel like I'm about to get jumped and robbed. So that's actually a good point, and I'm hoping that the quality of these are actually like very close to something that resembles, like, cause you know, I'm used to using, you know, these big boys like this, right? So I'm used to having very loud sounds like really directly into my ears, but this time around it'll be close to my ears. I just hope that it's gonna meet that, or, you know, exceed any of my expectations right now. And then lastly, what is the difference between the bass boost and the FPS mode? So I kind of went into this a little bit, but I'll read exactly what the direct answer is. FPS mode meant to enhance the sounds of small details, such as the sounds of footsteps, so you can hear if you are being ambushed or be more aware of your surroundings in tight situations in game. Bass boost is ideal for games where the cinematics and soundtrack are dynamic. So I think bass boost, you might want to reserve those for games like Final Fantasy VII Remake, to just point that out there. Or maybe even Pokemon Legends Arceus, which are games that are obviously both RPGs, but the reason why I would think to go to those types of games is because they actually have like a beautiful soundtrack and whatnot. So there you go. So that's the FAQ right off the top, directly from Hori. If I missed anything before we get into it, obviously leave a comment below. What are your thoughts on this so far? And now this is the part where we try these things out. Luckily, my computer is right in front of me and I was able to plug the USB in. All right, and it is on. You see the power, the light LED did come on. Make sure these are up all the way. Hit the power button. Oh yeah, look, you can hear it now. Ooh, gotta be careful because I have the mic right up to it. So for someone like me who's a streamer, and the way that I have everything plugged in, I can tell you right now, I can't have my mic too close. All right, let's give it a shot. Oh wow, it actually sounds really nice. Yeah, see, I can't have it too loud, or else you'll hear that, because of the way I have everything set up. All right, so after playing a match with the what I think is the FPS mode, that's one of the things that I definitely want to say about this, is that I wish there was some sort of an indicator that would tell you like you were in FPS mode versus the other mode, and like whether it was like a little like FPS mode or some kind of like voice command type thing that let you know, like an indicator to let you know like what mode you're in. The first beep indicates that it is for FPS, and 2 beeps means that it is the bass booster. But unfortunately, I will have to say that if you have this set up in the style of like any type of basic streaming setup where you hear yourself back through headphones, this might not actually be the best thing that you could do. It does feel like even when you put the volume up all the way, it does kind of just feel like any other headset where when you're not having them on, you're gonna still hear it. You're gonna hear some bits of detail, but it's almost like I kind of just want to like put my ear up to it even more so to like really get the whole thing cleared out. So to serve its purpose, the casual level, I could probably recommend these, especially if you're just chilling playing games or whatever, and you're not some crazy streamer like me who has a crazy rig and would have to go through a bunch of different settings just to make sure that I had it set up properly so that I wasn't hearing any rings in my ear and actually hearing anything. The sound isn't that bad, but since it's not directly into your ears like what I'm used to, I'm probably gonna prefer using a headset anyway rather than a neck set. But this is really nice. It is comfortable, it's very lightweight, and like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, if you have this plugged into a 3.5mm jack, which the PS5 has, the Series X has, and even the last generation consoles do. I mean, technically, you could probably just put it into a Switch as well, since with the headphone port, but I wouldn't get too crazy with that. It'll work. Thank you, Hori, for sending me this. I do appreciate it, and I'll have links to the product in the description below. As always, let me know you guys' thoughts about this neck set in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe, and people on Twitter, all that good stuff. Supporting links are going to be in the description. As always, make sure y'all taking care of yourselves. May the power protect, keep it locked, loaded right here on this channel. Stay safe, stay clean, stay inside. I'll see y'all next time.